Geodude, go!
Hi, my name is Professor Silver, and welcome to Pokemon Explained, where we focus on the narrative arcs of all our favorite characters from the Pokemon anime. In today's episode, we'll be deep diving into the complete history of Brock's Geodude, breaking down all of its battles, character development, unique history, and major appearances. Geodude debuted alongside Brock and Onix in Showdown in Pewter City. Like in Red and Blue, all three defended the Pewter Gym from challengers. Since Brock got Geodude prior to his first appearance, we have no idea how many challengers it faced or when he captured it. Despite its lack of an origin story, in Ash and Brock's rematch, Geodude easily brushed off Pidgeotto's gust and pummeled it with the barrage of punches. Geodude then fought Pikachu, who infamously defeated both it and Onix despite their ground-type immunity to electricity. The writers inconsistently enforced immunities in the early years of the anime. In that same season, Pikachu also beat multiple Rhydon and a Golem using electric attacks. Ash's enthusiasm during the match so inspired Brock that he left home to travel with Ash so he could pursue his passion for Pokemon breeding. Brock brought Geodude on his journey and used it all throughout Kanto. Notable appearances include defending the St. Anne, balancing the St. Anne after it sunk, helping suffocate the Celadon Gym fire, trying to save Ash from a prehistoric nightmare, defending Togepi's egg, and calming a raging volcano. Beyond utility support, Geodude also appeared in two major Kanto battles. In its first, Geodude battled Team Rocket's stolen Hitmonlee during the P1 Grand Prix. Geodude's inclusion in the fighting type tournament may have been a reference to the trading card game, where rock, ground, and fighting types all fall under the same banner. Brock entered the tournament to impress Rebecca, the daughter of fellow competitor Anthony. His love for Rebecca blinded his common sense as he failed to remember rock types like Geodude were weak to fighting type. Hitmonlee instantly knocked Geodude out of the ring and inflicted massive damage with a rapid succession of kicks. At Anthony's counsel, Brock swallowed his pride and threw in the towel so Geodude could live to fight another day. Though Geodude fretted over its loss, Brock took responsibility and apologized for his lack of foresight. After losing to Hitmonlee, Geodude fought alongside Pikachu against Ekans and Koffing in Pokemon Fashion Flash. Geodude's Seismic Toss backfired and provided momentum for Ekans to attack Pikachu. After Koffing blinded them, Vulpix stepped in to save the day. Though it's always humiliating to be bested by Team Rocket, Ekans and Koffing were abnormally powerful during the battle. It's likely that Geodude and Pikachu were nerfed, so Vulpix could be positioned as an instant powerhouse. Geodude refrained from further fighting until the gang traveled to the Orange Islands via blimp. Aboard the airship, Geodude tossed James's Weezing so forcefully that it tore through the ship's hull. Though Geodude nearly caused their fiery death, the gang landed the blimp safely during an emergency landing. Fortunately for Geodude, no one blamed it for almost causing a massacre. Upon landing, Brock fell in love with Professor Ivy and sat out the rest of the saga so that he could be her assistant. Geodude returned with Brock and Johto after Ivy rejected his advances. Like the rest of Brock's Johto team, Geodude received minimal screen time. It seldom battled during the saga, besides a brief mind-controlled fight with Golbat and a quick loss to Arbok. In sick days, Brock fell ill, forcing Ash and Misty to take over polishing Geodude and Onix in his stead. Maintaining Geodude and Onix's coats connected Brock's rock types to his goal of becoming a top breeder. Since breeders devote their time and energy to better raising Pokemon, it makes perfect sense that Brock would keep his rock types burnished and shiny. Near the end of Johto, Geodude also revealed its tender and fun-loving personality. It saved a Rattata from its fiery death in the Great Bowls of Fire and befriended Ash's Larvitar in Entei at Your Own Risk. Geodude shoved Larvitar headfirst into hot sand, showing no patience for its crybaby demeanor. Upon Johto's conclusion, Brock headed to Hoenn and left Geodude, Crobat, and Onix with his younger brother Forrest after he assumed leadership of the Pewter Gym. Geodude blossomed under Forrest's control and gained immense experience defending the gym from challengers. Unfortunately, unlike Onix, Geodude failed to evolve while Brock was away. Given Graveler's appearance on Brock's team in Gold and Silver, it's strange an anime appearance never materialized. Beyond writer apathy, the only hint why Geodude never evolved is a brief statement from Brock in the battling Eevee brothers. He explicitly said he would never force evolution upon any of his Pokemon, possibly implying that Geodude had no desire to evolve. much like Pikachu and Bulbasaur. Had Geodude evolved into Graveler off-screen, it could have evolved into Golem when Brock visited the gym during the Battle Frontier. During their reunion, Geodude stopped Meowth from kidnapping the gym's Pokemon, launched a gut-wrenching Mega Punch against Jesse's borrowed Charizard, and used Sandstorm to whisk Team Rocket away. While Geodude provided a powerful blow to Charizard, the win was more of an assist, as Donphan and Steelix both dealt considerable damage to the fire type beforehand. Geodude remained with Forrest while Brock continued on to Sinnoh. After the Sinnoh saga, Brock indefinitely departed from Ash, meaning he and Geodude may have permanently reunited. When Brock guest starred in Sun and Moon, he compared Geodude to its Alolan variant to help explain regional differences. Geodude also fought in a practice battle against Sophocles' Togedamaru and Lily's Vulpix Snowy. It resisted Zing Zap and deflected Powder Snow. Geodude showed how a Pokemon's type, moves, and breeding can create infinitely different battling methods. According to Brock, Geodude's use of Gyro Ball to deflect attacks is a direct reference to the counter shield strategy Ash deployed in Sinnoh. Unfortunately, the battle ended before Geodude could beat its opponents. Despite its lack of evolution, Geodude still employed a variety of solid attacks during the series. It used Tackle, Dig, Seismic Toss, Mega Punch, Sandstorm, and Gyro Ball. The only move I would keep on its moveset is Gyro Ball, as it's invaluable in deflecting attacks. Mega Punch could be replaced by Fire Punch or Thunder Punch, which would provide extra type coverage against grass and water types. Sandstorm could be replaced by Stealth Rock, allowing Geodude to wreck fire types that threaten Steelix and electric types that terrorize Crobat. Stone Edge could round out its moveset by adding ranged coverage and a same type attack bonus. To sum up its battle record, Geodude defeated Ash's Pidgeotto, Meowth, James's Weezing, and assisted against Team Rocket's Charizard. It lost to Ash's Pikachu, James's Koffing, Jesse's Ekans, Giant's Hitmonlee, and Jesse's Arbok. Though never confirmed, Gary's possession of the Boulder Badge suggests his Squirtle may have also defeated Geodude. As one of Brock's original and most iconic Pokemon, Geodude's reappearance is inevitable. It wouldn't surprise me to see Geodude return, evolve, and redeem its lackluster battle record in Pokemon Journeys. Though it's always possible Geodude may never return or only appear in a cameo, only time will tell. I'll be back next week to cover another character from the anime. I'd love to hear which Pokemon you want me to cover next. I'm open to all of them. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my next episode. My name again is Professor Silver, and it's been an absolute pleasure to share with you today. I will respond to every comment personally, so let me know what you think. Catch you later.